Today we're doing Cofagrigus, and honestly, my first impression of this character is it's pretty funny. For a bit of context, I sat basically in the Rivals Workshop Discord a lot of the time watching Cofagrigus be made when I was doing other things, and it's incredible how far Cofagrigus has come. But at the same time, they do not lie when they say Cofagrigus got disjoints for days. Alright, so I think off the bat, we should just taunt to show you that Cofagrigus has a Munophone. Let me check who actually made this, because this is actually a specially made Munophone. Alright. So this was made by Flophawk, Dynamic Lemons, Mr. Start, and Topaz Pikmin. Flophawk was the one who apparently helped make this, and I assume Mr. Start had some things to do with it too. But yeah, we have to talk about ghostly disjoints. You may see that Cofagrigus has 4 arms. All of these are basically disjoints. Now, this is really powerful, as you would imagine. But, as it does say, he is slow and floaty, so he really is combo food if someone gets him. And then we got Mummy, which I think is really cool. It is like an awesome idea on how to translate Cofagrigus' ability. Basically, anyone who touches Cofagrigus will take damage every time that they whiff, I believe. Yeah, every time they whiff. And you have to lose your stock to get rid of it, or kill Cofagrigus to get rid of it. And we got Neutral Special, which is Will-O-Wisp. If I'm honest about this move, when I first saw it, I thought that this was not Will-O-Wisp. I thought that this was Shadow Ball. It looks like Shadow Ball. We can fire out 1, 2, or 3. And you can store it by pressing parry, so you know it's kinda nice. And check it out, we can like I'm trying to show off that. Really nice to store that move because you can combo into it well. But at the same time, I do feel like that this is just literally Shadow Ball. It just feels exactly like Shadow Ball. Oh. Don't know if that showed up on stream, but there was a cop car passing by. And I really didn't want that to interrupt stream. I don't know why there's a lot of cop cars passing by. But anyways, we do inflict curse, I believe, every time we hit them. So, hit them with the curse, and we get some move changes. Mainly they just, like, take damage, which is really nice. Oops. Then we got Snatch, or as I like to call it, the Ridley... Wait, what? Well, I guess that it doesn't work on non-moving opponents. Where's the... I'm trying to read right. Does it just not work in practice mode? Practice mode moment. Practice mode moment. Yeah, you can press... It's basically Ridley's side B from Smash. But you can... I believe I can... Hold on. Alright, yeah, I can override it with Curse, and it killed through the wall, which I believe is very unintended, but whatever. If an opponent is grabbed, they will be floating in the air for getting slowed downward. Alright. So basically, this is just a command grab. I mean, when you do have 4 arms, you are going to get a command grab, so. I don't know what this number means, though, but I assume it's the percent, or the amount of hits that Maple will take before she's let go. Because I believe if I get her to higher percents. Yeah, if I get her to higher percents, that number goes up. So that's kind of neat. Alright, let's see. I keep pressing start because it's the start thing. And we have Omnis Win. When I first saw this, I thought that attack would like block them or something. It turns out whenever someone walks into that, they just get cursed. So it's kind of like a stage hazard and a decent recovery. Again, it lacks any damage and it just inflicts curse. So offensively, this is your worst move. But with side B and other moves, such as, I will point out this, Nair. Nair feels great. Topaz Pikmin really did lean well into balancing this character when they decided that Nair was okay to have in trade for side B. But this move, I honestly don't like it as much as I should, I believe. I think that it just really kind of feels like a big jump. And that's really it. You're free to argue with me in chat, but I just feel like this move is not my favorite. And then we have Hex. Hex is kind of like what it says. It's like Rest, but only deals like the Rest hitbox if Maple is cursed. So when I curse Maple, you'll notice it does a lot more. And I believe I'm left much less vulnerable by it. Yeah, I was left much less vulnerable, so Hex. Or at least Maple's launched away much further. I personally believe that this move could use some work. But otherwise, solid option. We have shoutouts to some of the smash attacks, like Phantom Force here, which curses if you hit the exact center of the attack. So if you walk in the middle of that little purple puddle that appears, where Cofagrigus is hiding, you'll get cursed. I also do like, though, that just like Phantom Force in the games, Cofagrigus is unable to be hit by this move when it's being used. So Maple can't touch me. But I can touch Maple. It is the epic character Topaz. And then we have Zen Headbutt, which, I'm gonna be real, I wish had some trading wheel hitboxes. I get Heroes Up Smash vibes from this. It's fair enough to say that this thing definitely didn't need trading wheel hitboxes when you have the balance of down smash is literally the better up smash on the ground. But I do like that this move, if I can land it. I'm trying to land it so gracefully and so gracefully failing. Yeah, I mentioned that, Topaz, that you did help balance this character. There we go. I think this move is a great anti-air. Because say Maple was on a platform, right? And then I just go boom. Or say Maple was jumping above me and I just went boom. That's a great move for an anti-air. We have down air, which is body press. And yes, this is a spike. And it says that we can attack below platforms if timed correctly. I probably will not be able to land the timing. I'm really bad at this. Down air, down B still works. Ooh. So it's like We have the Jigglypuff drill rest, but without the drill. The drillless rest. There we go. I hit it once, I think. I also just noticed that this move says that it does not hit grounded opponents, which is copied from Up Smash. It is hard to land that spike through the platform, but I can see what they're talking about. And then just like, Cofagrigus has a high profile. This means that if I turn on hitboxes, you'll see. Cofagrigus is not touching the ground. This does mean, unfortunately everyone, Sylvanos' down tilt does not hit Cofagrigus unless he's crouching. Which even then, I do not believe it hits Cofagrigus because he's just slightly that high. Which is the funniest thing I have ever heard of. Alright, and then let's get out of the phone so I can explain a bit more. First off, Cofagrigus has really cool aerials. I will give special shout out to Neutral Air for being the pinwheel of death, basically. This Neutral Air is like Ivysaur's Neutral Air from Smash. Or really any Neutral Air from Smash. Like, can you name a Neutral Air that's basically not this anymore? It's just a Wii combo! I also think that up tilt... well, first off, up tilt is huge range. Yeah, Nair used to be disgustingly good. I can tell. Some of these moves do have huge range. And then it is kind of balanced by some of them being a little worse in range department. It used to be worse than Palu's. Oh my god. I also do like this clap move. This is F strong for everyone wondering. But back to aerials. I love back air. That is a Shadow Claw, I believe. That's probably Shadow Claw. I'll turn off hitboxes so everyone can see it better. It looks to be a Shadow Claw. And basically when I turn them back on, you're gonna see that it has a sweet spot, I'm pretty sure. And it's pretty great. So like, let's get Maple off the stage for just a bit. Yeah, down tilt. Okay, hold on. I need to go to talk about tilts because, oh hell no, they give Cofagrigus the massive down tilt. When I first saw this down tilt, I legit thought the game was broken for a minute. It's so huge. You're practically hitting like 2 Cofagriguses away, and it's hilarious. I will agree though. This is a good get off me move. It's kind of like a good setup for F Smash too. Yeah, and for those who don't know, since Cofagrigus' arms are intangible, that entire hitbox, like from where the green ends to where the hand's fingertips are, is completely intangible. This is one of the safest options. I would say it's kind of busted. I would have probably cut the range in half all the way to that like arrow, just to give Cofagrigus like a combo starter, but not incredibly long starter. But other moves, up tilt, or as I like to call it, put your hands in A and wave them like you just don't care. F tilt, if I can. I like to cut G. Oh. I kind of like this. It's like the Wario slap. Just like, whoosh. Sure, if Cofagrigus does whiff, he's left open. He is left very open if he whiffs. And as was discussed earlier, Cofagrigus is combo food. And it is very awful if you get whiff as Cofagrigus. So he's basically DK, but with intangible arms. He's DK and Bowser. What else? Tilts. I went over all the tilts, and I went over all the smashes, I believe, too. Except for F smash a little more in detail. Just a mosquito clap. DK does have intangible arms in some moves. I'm pretty sure it's Giant Punch is his only one that's truly intangible, though. And just the rest might be armored or something. I'm a DK secondary, so I probably should know these. But just for a bit of context, I could completely offstage Maple here with just down tilt, and I find that hilarious. Alright. We've spent nearly 20 minutes just talking about these moves. So let's get into actual gameplay. Cofagrigus has a lot of alts I need to cover too. So I want you all to just be ready for, like, the crazy amount of alts we have to cover. First we have the Shiny. Then we have Runerigus. Then we have a Delta variant, which if I remember it, is based off of, it might be Pokemon Uranium. And DK's F-Tilt seems to have intangible arms, so that's good for him. Then we have Pyukamuku, who I think looks hilarious. Aegislash. Distorted, which if I remember right, is supposed to be like Giratina. Gen 1er. It's Super Smash Land Cofagrigus. Desecrated, which... This looks cool as hell. But I have no idea what it's based off of. Metagross. Again, looks cool as hell, based off of a really cool Pokemon that also has 4 arms. Machamp. Galvantula. Yveltal. Or as everyone now calls it, the Bacon Bird. Golurk. Golurk looks especially cool. Wombu. I believe this is based off of, like, a Litwick, right? Because, if I remember right, he made Litwick. Crustal Gaming, because we're gaming in the Krusty Krab here. Hydreigon. Everyone loves Hydreigon. Quaggy. Who else but Quagsire? Treasure. Shiny. Ryunculus. The Slime Ghost. Quagsire Gaming. Yeah, Kafuna is one of those characters when you look at him and you just go, he must be broken. Mimikyu. Interior Crocodile Alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Trevenant. I am the Lorax. Delmise, who honestly I would love to see in Rivals. Can we get Delmise as a character? Michael Lich, who is another Rivals character that I personally love and want to do a Who Is on one day. Plant Gang, Plant Gang. Grab Range, which is based off of Marth. I mean, just look at this. Cofagrigus has 4 hands, and yet even he doesn't have the grab range of Melee Morph. Rainbow Sand? That's kind of cool to watch, actually. Trans Gengar? You know, guys, I know a person recently who came out as a ghost. And that's good for them. Who needs gender with hands like these? Based off of my favorite gender of all, Wario. Yeah, shout out to Flophawk, by the way. Undiscovered group. I think this might be based off of Ditto. Comfy as it looks. Guys, look. It's Mr. Game & Cough. I'm gonna play Trans Gengar first, because favorite colors. And let's see how Cofagrigus functions in gameplay. First off, I gotta say, wow, these sprites look beautiful. I also like how side special can be used to stall in the air. And yeah, it is nice to help people on their rivals characters, even if you only can do a little bit of the work. Like, recently I've been helping the creator of Lilligan. And last night we found a really funny glitch that is unfortunately not going to be kept in because it was way too overpowered. For context for everyone who wants to know what the glitch was, I was casually playing Lilligan and somehow managed to get a pixel perfect ability where a check went wrong because it did not exist. So we had to implement a check. And if we didn't implement the check and you were pixel perfect on Lilligan, you would have been able to do 0 to 57% and then immediately killed. It was pixel perfect though, so it was very hard to land. Oh yeah, I should also show off the best taunt. It's the Spooky Month! Yes, chat, I do know it's December. But you know what's really spooky? The fact that, you know, capitalism. Anyways, Cofagrigus Gaming. I wonder if I can land the Hex. Oh. This is only a level 5, so landing Hex is actually a much harder task than it looks. Nice. Capital Regus. You know what's really scary, chat? Is that Cofagrigus might be capitalized. Yeah, Hex is not as strong as you would think. I think the comparison to, Rest was not exactly the best idea. Yes, you are. You are definitely doing us a favor, Topaz. As a person who last night experienced what it is like to see casually a move that can go from 0 to 57 in literally 1 second, I will tell you right now, thank God you did not make actual Rest. Capital Regus is the ghost archetype, for anyone wondering. And it's just a Cofagrigus, but it's based off of a bank fall. I actually kind of like that idea. Can we get a Cofagrigus gaming combo? Come on, Sylvanas. That wasn't very cool of you. That wasn't very Cofagrigus of you. That's our Banger regional form. Ah, yes, Mr. Sugimori, I brought you this new Cofagrigus form. It's based off of the struggle of capitalism, and now it's been choking us to death. I love it. What's its ability? It makes everyone drop more money. On one hand, if you die with this Cofagrigus, you lose a lot of money. On the other hand, you'll also gain a lot of money. Oh, can I trap him in the oh. It has, yeah, it has payday too. It sounds genius. Finally, when I'm going through Sinnoh, I can milk people of money. I would like to say, it looks like the next region might be India-based, and I think that's really cool. Like, finally, an India-based region. Hopefully this means, some love from my boy Don fan. He parried the clap. India-based region implies the existence of an India cringe reason. Finally, the India cringe region. I have a funny story about Shiny Cofagrigus that actually kind of ties into today. When I was playing ORAS once, I randomly got Shiny Cofagrigus out of nowhere. And this is the funniest part. It was just like a random DexNav thing that came up. And I was like, oh, it has Toxic Spikes, I'll take that. I can breed up for a Shiny Yamask. And it turns out that it was shiny. I've since lost it because of my shinies all getting deleted one day. But then today, like I was thinking about that story. Like, oh, it's kind of funny that I'm playing Cofagrigus, and Cofagrigus has generally been lucky for me. And I was playing Pokemon Shining Pearl today, and I got a Shiny Staravia out of nowhere. Oh yeah, Geodude and like X and Y all had self-destruct. I actually lost a Graveler to that. Here's a pro gamer tip, everyone. If you're ever going to go for a shiny Geodude, just breed it. It will make your life easier. When I was still playing Sun and Moon, I sold it on Wonder Tree. When I was still playing Sun and Moon, I was an idiot and thought that getting a Alolan Geodude would not be hard. So I wanted to get a shiny one with Galvanize. The first step in that was figuring out how to get Galvanized Geodudes. Horde battles. Geodude can explode. And then that was a problem, right? So I got a damp Pokemon. Problem with that, they can't have False Swipe. And then if I get the shiny Geodude, right? There's also the problem of it can know Thunder Punch. And the only damp Pokemon I had was a Golduck. So I just got a Galvanized Geodude and proceeded to try and breed it. And it was agonizing. I'm very happy now that we have a thing where we can just change the hidden abilities of Pokemon. Yeah, everyone's telling their shiny hunting stories. Oh my god. Sandygast was always the worst for me. I had to breed it. And Shiny Pelipper and Brilliant Diamond, those are nice. I think I had somewhere at one point. I'm the same way. I really love shiny hunting. And every time I see a shiny Pokemon, I catch it. If anyone remembers the playthrough of Pokemon Whack, I've been catching the shiny Pokemon in that. And so far, we've only had one failure. Which, let me tell you, I don't know who is crazy enough to go play Pokemon Whack for shiny hunting reasons. But I do not recommend it. So let's play the Wario Cofagrigus on the Wario stage. And I know that this is asexual. Or not asexual, it's non-binary, right? I am so sorry for everyone, but I keep messing up those flags. I literally call this flag the Wario flag now because it never will escape my mind. But I think that it's honestly funnier that if you're like asexual or non-binary, that you're not just asexual or non-binary, you're also flying the Wario flag. Wario would be one hell of a non-binary icon. Sir, what is your gender? Why? No, like, what's in your pants? Money! Wario's gender is Wario. In White 2, I had a shiny Rattata and a shiny Thorough, but the Thorough I should have named Ernie. Oh my god. I still lose my crap for no reason. I just, How do I see, Bert? How do I see Ernie? With your eyes, Bert. And just Bert just staring at the screen, dead inside. He's a bisexual. His pronouns are wah and wah. I'm about to tell the best joke in all of gaming, really. Ladies and gentlemen, did you know that Michael Jackson's pronouns were never he and he and his? They were he and his. I like how Shadow Ball, like, insta combos into side B. But also that you need to have a curse set up to grab Rano here. Because otherwise, it would be very busted to just grab people off stage. I should probably actually... So, I have to tell the story of my first shiny Pokemon, because every time I tell it, everyone is surprised that I managed to catch it. My first shiny Pokemon was a Safari Zone Wooper. If anyone has ever played Soul Silver, you know that the Safari Zone in that is sometimes really nice, and other times is like, go die. It's just like, you should not catch Pokemon now. Side Bs do not be restricted by Hex. Oh my god. I can only imagine how broken that would be. I like that it's still somewhat of an attack, and now it's just a slap. It kind of reminds me of Assurance. But yeah, I got a shiny Wooper in the Safari Zone in Soul Silver as my first ever shiny. And that wasn't even the craziest part. The craziest part was I catched it. I managed to catch it. I also didn't know what shiny Pokemon were at the time, so I legit just thought, oh, it's a pink Wooper. It looks really cute. I'll catch it. And my older brother started freaking out. I seriously don't understand, though, how... I managed to catch a shiny Staravia today, too. And I'm like, I don't even have Shiny Charm. Granted, Shiny Charm does nothing for wild Pokemon anymore, but that's fine. I also like that the shiny Staravia sucks, so I have to do a lot of work to make it good. Yeah, he was truly yeeking out. You guys know when you play Yeek and you go, what the hell was going on? I'll say this right now, we're at 50 followers right now. If we reach 1,000... Here, if we reach 1,000 followers by 2023, I will play Yeek. I will play Yeek. Only plays playing Yeek, by the way, is quite literally one of the peak things to watch on YouTube at the moment. Yep, there is a crossover in that. It is literally an advertisement. Guys, I just realized though. When are we getting the Yeek protagonist? When are we getting Alex Yeek in Rivals? And this is the thing, he has to not only be a Sandberg clone, but he has to have his two brothers shirt, like, be the most detailed part of his body. And everything else is, like, made bare minimum. You can tell it's Alex. And his taunt is an ad. Or can you ite me? Wee! Climb. Entirely the most annoying moves in platformer history. Oh my god. Every move slot is like a minigame, and they do way too much damage. It pauses the entire match to do the game. Like, you see the timer at the top, it pauses the timer, and also, Kane here would be unable to move, and I would be unable to move until I beat the minigame. And then I do, like, 40% per move. Quirky Earthbound inspired game. When is Quirky Earthbound inspired jam coming? Someone contact Dan Forrest immediately. Kills it. I would die. Oh my god. No, even better. Make Alex Yeek a complete copy of King Bowser, right? Make Alex Yeek way too large and have really busted hitboxes. It kills your character in the game and the player in real life. When you yeek out in the game, you yeek out in real life. I gotta say, I love how this stream has been completely derailed from me, like, showcasing Cofagrigus to just yeek moments. Come on, Cofagrigus. Oh. I wanted to wait there because I thought Absol was gonna hit me. His screaming pose would be his taunt. Yes, it would. Also, the skateboard would just literally be his run animation. It goes way too fast, though. I gotta say, my favorite part of Cofagrigus so far is how unnecessarily long this drag animation gets at 100%. How long can I drag Absa for? No one cares about your dead sister, Rory. I still think my favorite part of all of Yeek was the idea that they really drew Alex trying to kiss Rory on the lips. That was peak gameplay right there. That is all you need to know of Yeek, everyone. What if that was one of his moves? Yeah, kissing out Rory on the lips should be one of his moves. It's a mini game too. Even better is Rory doesn't know where he is. What the hell? Why did Cofagrigus just have a frog in his throat and sound like Sandbert? Damn, it sucks your sister died, Chief. What about my problem? Friendly reminder for everyone who's wondering how bad Yeek really is and doesn't want to sit through an entire playthrough of Yeek. Right? There's a part where a character commits a toaster bath, and Alex Yeek himself goes on a spiritual journey for that character to say it's okay that I committed the sewer slide. And it wasn't your fault, even though it was entirely your fault. Basically meaning that that meant nothing. And have I seen a shiny in the casting tutorial? No, I have not. I know a friend who, when he first played Pokemon Platinum, he had a shiny Starly before he could get Pokeballs, and it was literally pain. You know what I'll never get over? Is perhaps the funniest part of Yeek is that just watching the developers freak out over everyone call it Yeek instead of Y2K is the best part of Yeek. I love how when you punish Cofagrigus' taunts, you unironically get cursed for it, which is perhaps the best thing that I've ever seen in Rivals. If you don't hit Cofagrigus with a projectile while he's taunting, congrats, idiot. You've been cursed. Let me just rack up some damage here. Oof. Dunk. You know what I also gotta say, though, that I'm really shocked about? Cofagrigus' first regional form was Runerigus. And not something like an Iron Maiden, which I feel is fitting for Cofagrigus. Then again, I just realized maybe there's a reason we don't have Steel and Ghost Cofagrigus. Slap. Slap. Slap, slap, slap. Slap, slap, slap. An Iron Maiden. We also need to make a room for Cofagrigus, too. An Iron Maiden is actually not as bad as you think. For example, Iron Maidens never really had spikes. They were actually put on there to make the Iron Maiden look like a better torture device. There's a Pokemon move called Guillotine. Which, considering the fact that Pokemon like Pinsir can learn it, means that Pinsir has the ability to take off a head. Anyways, though, but Iron Maidens didn't really have spikes. They instead were just like holding chambers that they'd put people in, and it forced you to stand up. For some reason, America recreates this with retail. Yeah, Despicable Me had a scene with an Iron Maiden. And it's the historically inaccurate one where it's got spikes because Gru is evil. And he's like, "Oh no, my girl! She got trapped in the Iron Maiden!" And it was not really a closet, it was more like a jail that was really tight. It was like if you trapped someone literally so they could not move at all. And they were forced to stand up. And they only had one hole, which was their eyes. It was awful. And of course, it was used very often. There was no spikes in it, because if there were spikes in it, you would die. They wanted to make it last. You would instead die by, like, starvation or just exhaustion. Yeah, we actually don't see where the minions are when they're serving an evil master in World War II. I love the idea of just, like, them completely going rated R next Minions movie and showing that entire sequence. A bunch of Americans break into a bunker and all they see is just banana. But I have to be honest. Who the hell made that the plot line and then proceeded to go? Because apparently they might have made concept art of what was happening during it. And I was like, who the hell drew this? Where are the minions in the Salem witch trials? I love that idea because that implies that the minions looked at Puritans and just went, well, you guys are very evil. Which I guess wasn't entirely wrong for... And for anyone who needs context, there's... I think I can give you the Cliff Notes versions. The Puritans were people who legit left... Not because, they, were escaping taxes like the rest of America. They weren't committing tax evasion. They were so strict with religion that no one wanted to be around them. Where were the minions during the Civil War? Where were the minions when... Where will the minions go when Gru dies? I need that question answered in Despicable Me 6, Till Death Do Us Part Gun. Imagine seeing the minions work for Satan. Imagine seeing a US president like go up to the podium, and then behind him is like a million minions. I'm not gonna say which president. It's just joke. You can put whoever you want as president there. The American Murder Skirt where Christopher Columbus came back with the minions. God. You know what's really weird to me is that the Mario movie is probably going to start with minions. It's probably going to have the minion come out and say Illumination. I'm gonna have to seriously witness that one. I kind of want to see the Mario movie, but at the same time, I know it's probably gonna be bad because it's Illumination. Thank you, Topaz. I do these every day except for Monday and Thursday. But also, yes, Mario will eat the mushroom in the Mario movie, and he will jokingly act high. And Seth Rogen Donkey Kong will come in, and he'll be like, "Bananas!" The Mario movie will be entertaining as hell, and it'll probably be for all the wrong reasons. I think the only way they could have unironically made it better is make Jack Black all the roles in the Mario movie.
Luigi, let's go save the princess. Help me, Mario. I've been kidnapped by Bowser. Mario, it's me, Bowser.
Everyone is Jack Black. They could also add Wario. That would definitely improve any Mario movie. I'm glad we spent so long going over how this character worked at the beginning because this derailed. Don't worry, we're at the end, unfortunately, and this is the part where I give out my feelings and consensus on this character. Cofagrigus is fun. There's no way I can deny that. Cofagrigus is probably one of the best characters that just feels original lately. Like, doesn't really have much of a trope that I can tie it down to. Maybe, like, I don't know what they call. There might be a trope for it. I believe they call it the setup character, though. I had to go look at my Discord DMs, and those are cursed as hell. I'm gonna actually look up what I want to say. Alright, not the fighting clown. Mechanically unusual? Nah. That's more unknown. You know what? I'll say that I think Cofagrigus falls into its own trope because I can't find a trope that I just can't find a trope that fits. It's kind of like this. weird mix of curse setup and grappler. I want to say brawler fits almost. So if you like brawler characters, you'd probably like Cofagrigus. Yeah, he's a sword fighter who debuffs you. He's kind of like Donkey Kong. I would say it's like Donkey Kong in a lot of senses. It's like Donkey Kong with better combos and a projectile. But there's a problem, and it's that we have that exactly in Rivals already. So, You know what? I'll just say it's Donkey Kong. If you like Donkey Kong, you're gonna like Cofagrigus. If you like grapplers a lot and like debuffing your opponent, you're gonna love Cofagrigus because that's literally core gameplay of him. Is like land a debuff, then grapple, and deal high damage, and then proceed to destroy from there. I also gotta say, if you like making fun of Sylvanos for his crappy down tilt, the joke that everyone loves to make. Hold on, just so I can cement how funny this joke is to me. Let's actually get Sylvanos out and my second controller out. But if you like trashing on your Sylvanos main friend, because who likes Sylvanos in reality? Confusing ass character who ruins custom stages. Then you'll like Cofagrigus. I think that this guy is a good grappler with nice projectiles in Will-O-Wisp that looks like Shadow Ball. And he has a nice command grab. Alright, ready chat? Ready for the funny? Because we're at the end of the stream and I can show this to you all. That is not the down... What? What the hell is... Alright, there we go. Sorry. Didn't have my control set up. I had to hit the sweet spot. If you like Cofagrigus... Okay, I can hit down tilt when he's scratching. If you like everything that you've seen on this stream, give Cofagrigus a try. I think you'll like him. And if you like grapplers or brawlers who have really nice disjointed arms, well, this guy's got 4 of them, so maybe you should try him out for that reason. And Topaz, they said they were putting in a crawl. If you're still on stream, they said they were putting in a crawl for Cofagrigus, right? I don't know when that's coming for anyone who's going to inevitably ask. But they're apparently going to put in a crawl, which, first off, high profile, low profile crawl. Like, going from this to moving around like this is going to be huge. So, I would give Cofagrigus a try for that reason, too. I think that could be really fun. But otherwise, that's where we're going to end off stream. I hope you had a good time getting completely derailed with me and talking about Yeek and everything else. We will be back Tuesday, same time, and we will be doing a different character. I hope you had a good day or good night, and be safe.